As I mentioned, 2 men and a woman have arrived in Southampton this afternoon, having completed a month-long circumnavigation of the UK. They went all the way around the UK in less than a month. Simon James, Anthony and Georgie Wickham have been at sea in just 2 7-metre rigid inflatable boats. And it's all been in aid of 3 charities which have been a huge part of their lives. We sent our reporter Simon Horswell to meet them as they came alongside.
They are with all their flags up.
Yes, that's right.
Look at that.
What they've done is amazing. They've spent the last month obviously circumnavigating the UK in 2 motorised ribs, and they've done really, really well.
Certainly am, very proud, yes. It started off with a bit of dodgy weather around Cornwall. Had a couple of extra days in port there before they could go up the west coast.
It was an adventure on a scale they'd never seen before. Today, it was a time for celebration and relief for both the boats which took part.
There you are, mate. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey. Oh, that one's going well.
The 28-day trip involved facing bad weather nearly all the way. On setting off from Southampton, they only made it as far as Weymouth on the first leg due to a storm approaching from the Atlantic.
On my boat here, this is the coastline, we get a good soaking. Every time we hit a wave, we get a shower. On the Ribcraft, the one in front, they have a rougher ride, but they stay pretty dry in comparison. But I know if you pull these oilskins off, we'll all be properly wet underneath.
Simon James, one of the skippers there. It was a particularly big achievement given that they hadn't done anything like this before, as crew member Georgie Wickham explains.
We have a small Cornish shrimper sailboat. This is our first foray into motorboats. I certainly never have done anything of this length before. No, we've just played around on a day boat.
There was a year's preparation in buying the boats, kitting the boats out, learning radios and doing powerboat, RYA powerboat courses, and then a lot of preparation after each night, preparing for the next day.
Or we did a half-hour rotational thing on the helm, so we were half hour on, half hour off, and it was lovely if you could split that 3 ways. It gave us all a bit more of a break, so that was great when we had people on board.
They hope to raise as much as £15,000 for a number of charities.
We've got Parkinson's and MS Society and Dementia Care, and different members of different families are sort of in need of help from those charities, and equally the charities are all doing fantastic jobs.
We had the wind behind us with the surfing, and when you got the boat on top of those waves and you with the wind behind you, you really got to enjoy the big waves. So much so, we were even looking for waves. It was good fun. But I think I'll be rocking tonight, up and down.
Our reporter Simon Horswell there, speaking to Simon James and Anthony and Georgie Wickham, who've just completed that month-long circumnavigation of Britain.